Hi, Daisha. Okay, well, let's see. Should I start and keep it? Let's see. Please like the stream. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Like the stream. Paid readings are open. We got the King of Swords reversed. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Make sure you guys like the stream. The Strength reverse. The Six of Cups. I'm getting. I feel like right now is not the time for whatever reason. They're basically saying, yeah. I don't know if you don't have. Show me more. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles reverse the Moon. I'm getting a no right now, and it looks like you need. They're saying revisit this later down the road. So I don't know if you're just not prepared for it, if you don't have enough information, but it is coming in as I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no, and the only thing they're emphasizing on is you needing to get more information, revisiting this later down the road. Either you don't have the time to put in, because the Eight of Pentacles reverse is the energy of like not having time. One second. The Eight of Pentacles upright is about putting the hard work in, but then you have the Moon, so there's like a lot of uncertainty around you. So I'm getting a no right now. They're saying revisit this later down the road when you're more secure, where you're not questioning it and you're just like facing it head on. So that's what I have for you, love. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Please like the stream if you're in here. And thank you, Naisha. All right, let me take my bot off. All right, y'all. You're welcome. Hi everyone, welcome in. Paid readings are open. Are you guys just gonna stand like just watch? That's why I do the type readings now. Cause that's weird. I'm good, Lucky. How are you? All right, Lucky. I got you right now. I'll start channeling in a second. Lucky, I'm halfway done. Let me know if you're still here. All right. So this is what he wants to say. I've been quiet, but trust me, I feel your energy everywhere. It's like no matter how much I try to distract myself, you're still in the back of my mind. Your voice, your confidence, your presence. You've stepped into this powerful version of yourself, and it's both beautiful and intimidating. You're not the same woman I left behind. You've elevated. I've needed this silence to face myself, to reflect on what I've done and what I want. I won't lie, I've been stubborn, defensive, and too prideful to admit how much this distance hurts. But the truth is, it does. It's heavy not having you around, pretending I'm okay when I'm not. You inspire me in ways I can't explain. Seeing you glow, move forward, be seen, it stirs something in me. I'm proud of you, but it also reminds me of everything I could have done differently. Part of me wants to just drop everything, come rushing in, and say everything I've held back. I miss your warmth. I miss the way your energy used to calm me. I've been doing a lot of thinking about my patterns, my pride, my chaos, and my choices. And I know that I can't keep being the same person if I ever want to have something real with you. This distance has forced me to grow. It's made me realize what truly matters. And even if we're not speaking right now, I want you to know you're still the one who changed me. You woke me up to the parts of myself I didn't even want to face. And that's something I'll never forget. And then let me get you some messages. Hi, Roxa. How are you, love? Happy Monday. Yes. Let's see. I want to shower you with affection. You are perfection to me. I leave clues to tell you how I feel. I regretted my decision the second I walked away. I'm so proud of what you've achieved. He kind of said that too in the channel. So many people are depending on me. I want to apologize. I really need your forgiveness. We are destined to be together. You are my biggest temptation. Tell me how you really feel. I'm looking for a sign from you. You got a bunch of extra ones. Did you tell your friends about me and you are my person? So that is what I have for you, Lucky. Thank you so much. And congratulations on your first channel. I think this is your first channel. Hi, girls. How are you guys doing? I hope that gives you some clarity. Channel readings always come from their higher self. So a lot of times it's like the stuff they may not say, but it's still coming from them. I mean, sometimes it's stuff that they will say. It's stuff that's happening like currently. It's just that everybody don't. Thank you, Jasmine. Hi, everybody. Paid readings are open. How do you private readings learn? So, if you're talking about the 1 hour private reading, that I don't do that while I'm live. I schedule that. I think the information is on there. Let me see. I don't think it is. I mean, I think it's on the in the description. So the 1 hour like the 1 hour live readings, I do that. I do a live private link with the person, and it's unlimited questions, but only until time permits. Because people will, I always tell everyone have your questions ready before the live, because I've had people like not be prepared, and then they're trying to like rush the questions. I'm not trying, like, this is how I would say, have at least with an hour you can get like, unless it's like yes or no's, right? But people will try to squeeze in like 15 questions that are not yes or no's, and then they're rushing you through. So no, I don't do that anymore. I tell them to have, so those is when people are paying for a private, like, they're, I'm live, but they're paying for a private question, which is they're not listed on here. That's completely different. So those are $15 a question. Yeah, those are when somebody's just paying for questions, private questions, but they're wanting it. Yeah, they like they're paying for questions while I'm live, but they want it private. And usually it's people that those people that you see on there. They don't even come to my lives. They're like family and friends, but they're just doing it while I'm live. Like, I let my family and friends know when I'm live, so if they want to get readings, because once I'm off, like once I get off live, I'm not doing readings. I have other stuff to do, so they know to do it on my business hours, basically. I have to limit myself with readings because it's draining. I don't think people notice that. Wait, Billie Eilish? What the fuck? Not Billie Eilish posting with a reggaeton song. You're welcome. Yeah, I have to limit myself when it comes. Even my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is, after a certain time, I don't do the Etsy shop either because I'm still tapping into energy. You know what I mean? I'm still dealing with energy. Whereas and I have other stuff that I do hair and makeup, so I have to. Sometimes I don't give my clients like enough attention, and I'm like, yeah. So that, and plus I have like my coaching stuff, so I have to put limits to stuff. That's why I do type reading sometimes. You can post your question. Oh, wait, I have them here. So wait, so is this two? So all right, so you have two questions you said, right? So you want the first one to be what he thinks you want, And then your second question is what he wants from the connection. Is that what I'm doing? Or do you want me? I can make this into one and compare and contrast. But you let me know. Into like one, like in depth plus. Okay, you want to do two separate? That's fine. Let's see. I got into, well, first of all, I've been spiritually awakened since I was like 8 years old. So I was already doing like not tarot readings for friends and family, but I was doing um I'm gonna do it separate. Yeah, I'm gonna do it separate. I'm gonna do it separate because I think it makes more sense to me. So let me see. I'm gonna just go with the flow with this. Um, yeah. So I was already giving people like insight because I've always been like tapped in. Like most of the time when I do your readings, I only use the cards just for a tool, but I don't really need cards to read. Um, like when I read for like my friends and family, I really don't use cards. Um, but yeah, then like I'm gonna say, and when COVID happened, right before COVID happened, I picked up my first deck of cards, and then during COVID, no, actually during COVID, I picked up my first deck of cards, and it wasn't tarot. It was actually like a free deck that someone was giving. It's actually for like businesses, and then from there, I picked up a tarot deck, and then an oracle deck, and like yeah. But I studied them. Like I didn't just pick them up and was like, oh, I'm a tarot reader. But I don't really need, like I said, I don't need the cards. That's why I tell people all the time, like, if you're going to a reader, you gotta forget, because you have people that have decks and they think they know what they're talking about and they don't. And I don't read just tarot. Like I said, I be tapped into my spirits. Let's see, what does M think? What do you think she wants in this connection? The Ace of Wands. Oh, that's good. Thank you. The Ace of Wands. The Six of Swords. The Three of Wands. Let me see. The Four of Swords. What do you think she wants? The Death card, the Page of Swords. I feel like when it comes to like what you're wanting, there is confusion. And when I say confusion, it's not a bad thing, but he's just unsure. Because I have the Ace of Wands. For me, it's like he feels like he takes action and then you stall. Because I have the Three of Wands where you're just waiting. You're not really making a move. You're not really doing anything. So it's like I think that there's confusion there with that. Because I clarified with the Five of Swords reverse. He's not upset or mad at you. If anything, he wants to reconcile, but he's a little uncertain about what you're wanting. Like I don't have romance cards here, so I think that it's almost like he's wondering if like what you're wanting is just attention versus romance. Um, I feel like with the Death card, the Four of Swords, the Death card, and the Page of Swords, he thinks about this a lot. Like he's trying to figure things out. He definitely is trying to figure things out and trying to, with the Page of Swords, like being very curious, still trying to watch and see how you move because I think that there is confusion here. Like I said, I don't have romance here, so he's wondering if like what you're wanting is just the attention. Yeah, like the Five of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. So there's like mental conflict here. There's a back and forth. I'm sorry, not the Knight of um, Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. He's uncertain about whether to come bring you his cup of love because he has a hard time seeing you as wanting this 100%. Let me see him. What do you want in this connection? What do you want in this connection? Ten of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Like the Five of Swords reversed. Show me this Queen of Pentacles reversed. Show me the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Pentacles. He is also with him. I feel like there's a desire to have this Ten of Cups, right? Which is family, marriage, you know, kids, a home, to build with someone, emotional fulfillment, right? Emotional stability. This is a card of dreams coming true. But I feel like a part of him is still selfish, if I'm being honest, with this Queen of Pentacles showing up reversed and the Nine of Pentacles clarifying it. Like, he's not, I want to say 100% ready to, he may not feel ready 100% to commit. And I'm not saying that he's going to play games, but when it comes to like marriage and stuff like that, he sees it more in the future. Um, so it feels like he wants to build with you little by little, and this could be because he may feel like there's too much back and forth with you guys. Um, show me more. The Seven of Swords, the Hangman, and the Hermit. Yeah, he's still trying to figure it out. Not figure out how he feels about you, but figure out where this is gonna go. I feel like right now he's in such a reflection mode that it's hard for him to see things clearly, but he will come out of that. Um, yeah, I feel like he has a hard time trusting people. And it's not you necessarily. I think it's just past experiences that he has a hard time trusting people. So I think that when he goes quiet, is almost like, I feel like it's almost like self sabotage. What's coming up for them? What's coming up for them? Just doing this one as an extra. What's coming up for them? I feel like he's thinking about what to say because I got this death card. I'm sorry, not the death card. I already did the death card. The Six of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Devil. Yeah, he's still very much attached to you. And the Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to hear from him like out of nowhere. He's still very much attached to you. Your energy is still very strong around him. And we got that in the channeled reading. You're on his mind because he's thinking about you. It's not like he's not thinking about you. I just feel like he knows he has to get like his stuff in order, like his emotions and thoughts, in order to come towards you. So that's what I have for you, love. I think once you both clear up your energies and like get clear on what you're wanting, I think that things will be a lot easier to process on both sides. You're welcome. Yeah, I think you guys just have to get clear, both of you. Um, I feel like you both want to be together, and then he's like, "No, we're scared. Let's act like we don't like each other." Right. But there could still be exclusivity and getting to know each other, right? Like there could be a thing where he's like, so I have a theory. Dating is dating and courting is completely different. So with courting is like this person is there's exclusivity there. One is dating to me, you could date whoever you want. Um yeah, that makes what is your culture? Lucky, what's your culture? I'm gonna so I'll be right back. But what's your culture? Oh, okay. You're in Canada. Okay. Dependent, so I need a Asian dynamic there. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm the same way too. Like I want to be up your ass, and I want you to be up my ass, but I also want you to give me some space to breathe. So yeah, like I want to live in your balls, but give me space to breathe, okay? Mm-hmm. No, not booty hole deep, balls deep, not booty hole. Yeah, I get that. So lucky, I would say like yeah, definitely like get clear on what you're wanting, and I feel like that will make your life easier. I'm not sure. I'll probably get off soon if it's quiet. That's a hard one, girl. um, I feel like you have to know yourself. Like everything starts with you. So, um, it's gonna be different for everyone. I feel like you have to, yeah, like it's everything starts with you. So you have to know yourself, know what you want, and have your non-negotiables. If someone is showing up in a way that you know for a fact, like this is not what I want, then they're not for you. It's actually more easier than it. I just feel like the hard, like how I do things and how someone else does is completely different. So like there's even with like relationships, like I have friends that are like, yeah, I don't want my partner going out. Me, I really don't mind that. If my partner decided they wanted to go out and like have a guys night, I'm not pressed about that stuff. But so you just have to know yourself, know your non-negotiables, know what you're looking for in a partner, and if they don't show up with those qualities, that's when you have to like cut them off and don't waste your time. There's non-negotiables and then there's things that you could work through. For me, if I hear like as soon as I meet someone, if they have kids, that's a non-negotiable for me. That's a big no. Um, but if it's something like where they're living like at a 2 hour distance, and I'm here, that's something maybe. But even then, I'm still a little iffy about that. So it just depends on what you're looking for. You're welcome. Myself to not get too many reads. Girl, you know what's funny? I'm on fasting. I got one on Saturday. I haven't even had the urgency to get one though, and I feel like it just carries up the energy. I've always said that like it's one you can get readings, but I feel like they can sometimes create doubt. So, and I had a really good one. So I've been doing this other thing. I'm gonna see how that goes, and then before I put it out there. But yeah, you know my theory. You either create the energy, like if you're gonna check on the energy, create it. You might as well create it. I mean, we know that we create the energy, so I feel like people like me and you that's been on the journey, um, um, understand that. But people that haven't, you know, most of the people that I coach like one on one, they're not even on like YouTube. I have like two or three that were like that will give readings, but I met them through friends and family. But they used to get readings, but they don't really get readings anymore either. I love readings. I mean, I love doing readings. I love getting them, but I also, like I said, focus on creating the energy, and you'll be alright. Because sometimes I catch myself, and it's like just I'm getting them out of boredom, and I'm like, I don't really need a reading. I don't really like, yeah, to get out of, yeah, because it's right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you just be like, let me just get a reading, like because it's a habit. I'm gonna do that revised thing. Yeah, I started yesterday. Um, I'm not really into revising, but I've never done the day thing, and I've heard that it works. But hold on, I'm gonna text you. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this because I'm gonna send an audio. All right, I'm back. Yeah, it's not a habit. It's a habit. It's when you. It's like that's what I'm saying. You see how easy a habit can be formed. So that's what I'm saying. Like manifesting, like affirming should be a fucking habit. Like it should be a habit for. I mean, it is a habit for me because it's a part of my life. But I'm saying like for people, like it's easy to form habits. Create one that works for you, being more positive and not like that toxic positivity, but like just speaking life into your life. There's nothing wrong with that, you know? I'm just like, yeah, nah, we're not gonna be playing games. I mean, I haven't been, I have really been like, and you know, Jess, I was getting nothing. Excuse me. Like, you know, I was getting nothing. Like, not even a breather. Girl, that was crazy. But I also haven't been paying really much attention to it either. Like I just be like, oh, okay, like keep it moving, cause that's how it was last year. Like I went back and I was like, I never was like, you know, right, right, exactly, exactly. Let's change the wording. I'm already looking for some Christmas pajamas for myself. Oh, they got these cute hairdresser ornaments. I'm gonna do my tree like that this year. Oh, this is cute too. Shit. Girl, that's how I feel. I don't know what to get people anymore these days. I'm gonna wait till like 1:30. If nobody comes in, I'll come back later. Let me see. I'm sure there's people on TikTok who have already decorated their trees. I think I want to do burgundy. Let me see if I find some ornaments first. You didn't have a tree last year? I mean, we use a fake tree. What do you get? A real tree? I know with the real trees, um, you can't get them too early. Really? Yeah. So the real trees you can't get them too early because they dry up. So yeah, that makes sense. Not to get one right now. I do not know what the hell to do with the Christmas tree this year. We used to have a big, like a fake tree that was that big. It took up the whole front living room too. That's how wide it was. Like to decorate that tree would take me like a week, no lie. And so I've been watching this Spanish show. It's like a 24-hour thing, and they're streaming. And the guy on there is funny as hell. His name is Michael, and I purposely put up. He's my favorite on the show. He is my favorite on the show, but All right, well, I'm gonna head out, Jess. I'll see you later. Have a good day.